try it again later.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Dancing to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. They're going deep for Hill. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Colts are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop the throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. A fairly short kick from the 14. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Barkley, toss play left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Well, this defense for the Colts, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. To Barkley on the check down. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A toss out to Barkley. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Barkley. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. They'll look to throw here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tucker roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Dashing through the snow. 20. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it down.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Ron Thornhill, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing now is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman as time expires in the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead on the final play of the half. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Mahomes going to throw. This is caught. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but
a 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me the evil eye, folks.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
The Colts on third down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be third and forever.
Looking deep downfield.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and
my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in
trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Back to throw here.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 65 yards. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Keon Crossan.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end? And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Kansas City, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's a loss.